Let's talk about tariffs. Those taxes on imported goods meant to protect American jobs and industries. The idea sounds simple. Make American-made products more competitive, bring jobs home. But for 5 iconic American companies, tariffs led to some very unexpected consequences. Instead of more jobs and prosperity, they faced tough choices, higher costs, and sometimes even moved operations overseas. Today, we'll peel back the layers and see how these policies played out in the real world. Let's dive into the stories behind the headlines. First up, General Motors, the company that put America on wheels. When tariffs hit imported steel and aluminum, GM's costs soared, over $1 billion a year. That's money that could have gone to innovation, bonuses, or keeping factories open. Instead, GM faced a harsh reality. They had to cut costs, and fast. The result? Plant closures in Ohio, Michigan, and Maryland. Thousands of skilled jobs lost. The very policy meant to protect American workers was now cited as a reason for layoffs. To stay profitable, GM shifted more production to Mexico, including the new Chevrolet Blazer. A policy designed to keep jobs in America ended up pushing them out. Workers and communities were left reeling, caught in the crossfire of a trade war. GM's story shows how even well-intentioned policies can backfire in a global economy. The interconnected supply chain meant higher costs everywhere, not just for foreign suppliers. The irony? Tariffs meant to help American industry ended up hollowing out parts of it. Instead of a win for American jobs, it was a painful detour, one that no one saw coming. GM became a symbol of how complicated and unpredictable trade policy can be. The lesson: in a global market, pulling one lever can set off a chain reaction. For GM, the cost was more than just dollars, it was livelihoods and communities. The road to protecting American jobs turned out to be far from straightforward. Sometimes the best intentions lead to the toughest outcomes. And for GM, the detour was costly, both financially and emotionally. The story doesn't end there. Other companies faced similar twists. Let's see how another American icon fared when tariffs hit home. Next up, the sound of freedom, and a move no one expected. Stay with us. The journey continues. Harley-Davidson, nothing says America like the roar of a Harley, but when tariffs hit steel and aluminum, Harley's costs jumped. Then came the trade war's next punch. The European Union slapped a massive tariff on US-made motorcycles. Suddenly, Harleys in Europe cost thousands more. Harley faced a brutal choice: pass costs to customers and lose sales, or eat the loss and risk the company. Instead, they made a move they never wanted, shifting production for European bikes overseas. Building bikes in Thailand let them avoid the EU tariff, but it meant moving jobs out of the US. A policy meant to protect American manufacturing forced an American icon to go global. The symbolism stung. The sound of freedom was now partly made abroad. US workers in places like Kansas City and Wisconsin felt the impact. Harley stressed only EU-bound bikes would be made overseas, but the shift was clear. The global trade environment had become hostile, and American jobs paid the price. Harley's story is a lesson in how trade wars rarely have simple winners. Retaliation can turn protection into pain, fast. Even the most American brands aren't immune to global forces. The result? Fewer jobs at home and a piece of America's industrial identity moving overseas. Tariffs didn't just raise costs, they changed the map. For Harley, survival meant tough choices. And for American workers, it meant another blow. Now let's talk Ford, another American legend. Tariffs on steel and aluminum hit Ford hard, costing them $1 billion in profit. That's money lost for innovation, raises, and new jobs. The impact? Ford had to rethink its entire strategy. One casualty, the Ford Focus Active, a new crossover they planned to import from China. But new tariffs on Chinese goods made importing the car unprofitable. Ford canceled plans to sell the Focus Active in the US altogether. American consumers lost a choice and no new jobs were created. Why not build it in the US? The numbers didn't add up, too few sales to justify the cost. The policy didn't bring production home, it kept the car out entirely. Tariffs meant to encourage US manufacturing ended up shrinking the market. Ford's billion-dollar tariff problem killed a car before it ever hit showrooms. It's a lose-lose, no new jobs, fewer choices for buyers. The lesson? Tariffs can have unintended consequences even for the biggest players. Ford's story is a stark reminder. Global supply chains are complex. One policy change can ripple through the entire system. Instead of more American cars, we got fewer options and lost opportunities. Sometimes the cost of protection is innovation itself. For Ford, the focus was lost before it even began. And for American workers and consumers, it was another missed chance. Whirlpool, maker of the appliances in millions of American homes. Their fight started with washing machines, not steel. Whirlpool argued foreign competitors were dumping washers at unfair prices. The US imposed tariffs on imported washing machines and Whirlpool celebrated. They added 200 jobs in Ohio, a win for American manufacturing. But then steel tariffs hit and the cost of making washers soared. The advantage Whirlpool gained was wiped out by higher material costs. They had to raise prices and so did their competitors. The result? Washing machines cost more for everyone, up to 12% higher. Higher prices meant fewer sales, and Whirlpool's gains evaporated. The jobs added were overshadowed by falling sales and profits. Whirlpool's stock dropped and the company faced tough choices. Winning one battle in the trade war led to new problems. The lesson-targeted tariffs can be undone by broader ones. Protecting one industry can hurt it if the supply chain gets squeezed. Whirlpool's story shows how hard it is to shield American jobs without collateral damage. The victory lap turned into a marathon of challenges. Sometimes the fix creates a new problem. For Whirlpool, the win spun out of control, and for American consumers, it meant paying more for less. Caterpillar, builders of the world and a symbol of American industry. Tariffs on steel hit them hard, adding up to $200 million in extra costs. But as a major exporter, Caterpillar faced a double hit: higher costs at home and retaliatory tariffs abroad. Their machines became more expensive to make and to sell overseas. To cope, Caterpillar raised prices, risking competitiveness against global rivals. The squeeze threatened profits and made it harder to invest in U.S. jobs. The CEO warned that trade disputes were impacting business decisions. Tariffs meant to protect U.S. jobs were now putting them at risk. For global exporters like Caterpillar, free trade isn't just a slogan, it's survival. Disrupted trade routes hurt both imports and exports. U.S. workers found themselves competing with the world, but with new obstacles. The foundation of Caterpillar's business was shaken by policy, not competition. Higher costs at home, fewer sales abroad, the worst of both worlds. The company had to adapt, but the pressure was relentless. The lesson: building walls can trap your own team inside. Caterpillar's story is a warning for all global manufacturers. In a connected world, trade policy can have far-reaching unintended effects. Protecting jobs isn't as simple as it seems. For Caterpillar, the cost was more than dollars. It was the future of American industry. Sometimes the biggest machines can't dig out of a policy hole. We've seen how 5 American giants faced tough choices because of tariffs. Higher costs, lost jobs, and production moving overseas, often the opposite of what was intended. Supporting American workers is vital, but the global economy is a tangled web. One policy change can unravel things in ways no one expects. The lesson: real-world consequences matter. The puzzle is complex, and there are no easy answers. How do you think we should support American jobs? Let us know in the comments.